beats, echoes of the night, walk under my feet. Stories never written, but the silence knows. Every block's a canvas where the shadow grows. Hood chronicles, no glory, just truth. Lessons in the asphalt, ink from youth. We don't name the ghosts, but they ride with us still. West wind steady and the night stands still. Chain link symphony, rattles in the breeze. Shoebox memories tucked under broken leaves. Kids draw futures in the dust with chalk. By the time it rains, half their dreams are washed. News van circles, but never stays long. Headlines miss the verses that belong in our songs. A cracked payphone rings with nobody there. Just static and a hum in the midnight air. Sirens in the distance, same key, same pitch. Life plays uneven, but we learn to switch. From the corner store lights to the bus bench seat. Hood chronicles survive in the lines we repeat. Hood chronicles survive in the lines we repeat.
Good afternoon, good evening. Oh, yes. Another day, y'all. Oh, yes. Another day. What can I say? Doggone it. Welcome to all you guys that are up here at the chat right now. I know I have 9 up here. And let me tell you something. What I got up in that title, what I'm not going to do is today is what I got to say about myself. I'm not anybody else or anyone. It's about me. And what I'm not going to do here on YouTube. First of all, giving all the shout outs and praises to all those that will drop down and say something or say hello. Thank you so very much. To all those that'll be up in the clouds, as we say, up in the bushes. Good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you might be. Myself, I've been on YouTube here for a while and listening to a lot of stuff, and I've come to compile things that what I won't do or I'm not going to do just to appease people. Because let's face it, we all want to be loved. Well, hello, Ligel, dear. How you doing? Glad to see you here, my honey. A lot of things we like as human beings is praise, worship, and love. You see what I'm saying? I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I've had my share of being praised. I've had my share of being loved. And a lot of times it was for my own selfish reasons or somebody else's selfish reasons. What I'm not going to do as I've gotten older, and you guys know I'm old as the hills, as some of you say, I'm older than Methuselah. I'm not going to worry about that anymore because I look back on life and I see things and hear about things that people haven't even made it this far. Some of them are your age and haven't made it that far. Some of them, like me, have gone on to glory, as they say. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to sit up here on YouTube and try to say that I love everything that everybody does. You know, I agree with everything that everybody do. I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't do it. My life expectancy has been shortened by a few, I'm just going to say a few years. Put it that way. No, I'm not sick or anything, but I feel it in my soul. And if I don't say the right things to people, then what I'm not going to do is say anything at all. If I come into your chat and I say hello to you, I'm saying hello because it's the proper thing to do. You don't come into anybody's home, walk in and sit your ass down without saying hello. And I agree with some of that stuff. But what I'm not going to do is come into your home and say hello and try to disrupt it unless it's jokingly. And what I mean jokingly, saying a joke, telling a joke, having fun with people. Because a lot of us want us to be entertainers, but we don't know how to entertain. What I don't want to do is for someone, and let's face it, people, the chat runs real fast. If I miss you, saying hello to you. I don't want you to get mad and get an attitude with me because I didn't say hello or type it as fast enough as you thought I would type it. There's a thing that I do. I let people know if I missed you, saying hello to you, hello. And when I mean that, I mean that. If I miss saying hello to you, I'm saying hello now. You know, you don't get that little funky attitude about not dropping in saying hello. There are things that I look at on YouTube right now that we as people, as a nation, as Black people, we're so divided upon, and we say things and do things that other people, just because they're in their misery, doesn't mean you have to join them. Now, I'm not joining anybody that discriminates really tough on the LGBT community. I'm not discriminating, period. My days of fighting for equal rights and all that, it's been long over for me, but I had to see how it has evolved. And I want to shout out to all the content creators I listened to this morning, because that made me think that no matter what you do on here or what you say on here, somebody's always going to misconstrue it. They're going to turn it around. They're going to try to act like that you're senile, old, mentally ill. We're going to use that word, mentally ill, and that you don't know what you're talking about. Let me say this: we as Black people in this nation, we have a lot of history, be it good or bad. We also have a lot of people that try to suppress our history and the things that we do. And I admire those that come on and give the history to a point and a degree where it will make us want to go and look it up and find out the truth. Because let's be honest about it, people. History has been written and rewritten over and over again, no matter what shape, form, or fashion. Some people get upset when you try to tell them about the past. They don't want to hear it. But just think about it. The past is your future. And if you can't go back and see what things have been done to us as a nation or as a people, as a person, then you're going to have a tendency to get caught up in a bunch of bull. Now, media. Let's talk about media. And one more thing I want to say. What I'm not going to do is not worry about people doing a live at the same time that I'm doing, or coming on right before me, or they see your notifications. Let's face it, people, we all see notifications. We all get those notifications. And if we don't want to hear that person or see that person, then we'll jump up and do a live in front of them. I've seen it countless of times. That's why I noticed that people have multiple devices. They can go on one phone, tablet, computer, or whatever, and listen to somebody else while they're in another zone or chat with somebody else. So, good evening, Vibrant Law, with that smile turned upside down, dear. You know what? I admire you. I love you because you are there even when you don't want to be there. I'll put it that way. And another thing, Vibrant Law, thank you for being such a wonderful, wonderful host and person on here. And that goes for LaGail also. Things have happened with LaGail that she can't be on here like she used to. At times she can. So I thank you also, LaGail. Getting back to what I'm not going to do is, like I said, worry about people that throw on a live maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes before my live is scheduled because they're popular. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, if people want to hear what you're going to say, they're going to click you on, even if it's in a replay. And I do a lot of replays, people. I've done a lot of replays. And I tell people I do the replays for them. So And I've shared people. That's another thing. What I'm not going to do is get angry or mad because I'm not being shared out. Hey, the word gets around. It'll be up there some kind of way. But we have to be tolerant of one another. We have to realize that different people like different things. And at my age now, I'm learning, and I've learned to appreciate things that are here now, because sooner or later they may not be here anymore, or I may not be here anymore to enjoy it. And you say, what do I enjoy? I enjoy people having fun. I enjoy people doing parties. I enjoy people socializing on this so-called apparatus to where we can go around the world and other people hear us talk about things and bring their opinions out about life in general. Like I said, what I'm not going to do anymore is live in a box. You know, I'm thinking out, as I say, thinking outside of the world. I'm not going to confine myself to things that other people want me to confine themselves to. You hear a lot of people on here say that, hey, I don't go no, if I'm not tolerated, I don't go there. Well, there's nothing wrong with being tolerated. That is the truth, dear. Know your people and learn to like them, or at least be civil. And that's one thing that I totally agree upon, being civil to one another. Because when you get on here and you do those, as we might say, uncivilized things, or show those uncivilized things, the world is watching people. The world is watching us. So be mindful. Be mindful. If you don't want to show us in a negative eye, because I've had enough of that growing up with all these past movies and things that people say, black exploitation movies and all that. We made heroes out of drug dealers. We made heroes out of wife beaters. We made heroes out of people that did things that we know really, if it went on to us or happened to us in our real lives, we couldn't tolerate it. Even down to our celebrity gossip news and stuff like that. The celebrities are coming out here now, jumping on people, talking about them, suing them, as a matter of fact. I watched, like I said, I watch a lot of people. And the hip hop lady, she had an article up about Cardi B and Tasha K going back to court on all this stuff. We're pitting each other. We're pitting one another against each other and don't know it. Because when it's all said and done, you destroy a person's value, you destroy a person's well-being, then their generation will be destroyed. They tried to destroy our generations back in the early 50s, back in the early 40s. Let's go back deeper than that, 30s. And even the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And how did they do it? By conquering and dividing. And the haves and the have-nots, I spoke about that before. Those things. Being born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I never know the baby to be born with a spoon in his mouth. So I'll just say we know that when that child is born, they have a lot of money. Another thing that I want to say, that what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected either as a senior. I'm not going to tolerate that, because I have lived a life full. I've done things, been places, and gone countless of places that a lot of people sit up, never have been. There are kids that never been to the zoo. There's kids that have never taken a field trip. There's kids that don't do anything. because their parents don't do it with them. They sit them down in front of a computer screen and let them watch TV or play games all day. What I'm not going to do is to say that everybody's wrong, because some people are right about their lives. Some people don't have a thing to do. But there are things to do. I hear people say go out and walk in the grass or walk amongst the grass. I've said it too. But we should do that, people. We should do that every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with leaving YouTube, Facebook, even IG, all that, and just having a day for yourself, even if not with yourself, with your family. Hey, y'all, let's put the phones down unless it's an emergency. But like I said, what I'm not going to do is worry about who's on here while I'm on here, people running back and forth trying to listen, because I know the game. I've seen the game. I've heard the game countless times. So it doesn't matter. There is replay. And like I said, if you value that person or you care about what that person has to say, you will do the replay. YouTube cameras, I listen to you on replay a lot now because, as another content creator said this morning, I don't get up that early. Jay Dunn, I listen to your replays. To all the people out there that I have been associated with and associated to, trust me, I try my best. But there are days, don't get me wrong, there are days when I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to hear the back and forth, the tit for tat, the name calling and all that. So what do? I get out and make a day for myself. Even if it's just going to the laundromat and washing my clothes. You know what I'm saying? Or even like you've seen me before, sit in the park and watch people and their families play and children play and people fishing. I do that. I do that. I know you listen to me, dear. You don't have to even post that. You listen and then we call each other and make our day better. But what I'm saying is YouTube is not a life for me to where it's 24/7. Yes, I live by myself in my home and I could listen to YouTube 24/7. But I don't have all the apparatuses, and besides, my brain cannot adhere to taking all this fussing and cussing to one another on different things, you know. Like I said, what I'm not going to do is worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm going to get on here. I'm going to try to have fun. But like I said before, disrespect me, and I'm coming off the porch. There's no doubt about it. I'm coming off the porch. Okay. And you can say what you want to say, but even a dog gets tired of being kicked. And that son of a gun will snap back at you. You pin up something in a corner and they're going to come out after you. They're going to try to make a way to get out. What I'm not going to do is saying that everybody's right, because everybody's not right. We're all wrong at times. Even me, I was wrong at times for doing some things that I never should have done on social media. But when I apologized for it, I was still ostracized, but that doesn't even bother me anymore. Now I can talk about it and let people know and see how other people do you when you try to be a man and be strong, or even a woman and be strong. What I'm not going to do is let anybody persuade me myself, from listening to your platform or listening to your channel because you guys are in a beef. That's your business. I'm not going to take sides. I'm going to stay neutral. When I mean neutral, I'm going to stay neutral. Unless you ask me something, then I'll tell you, hey, look, that's your business. But there's another thing in getting up into something and you're typing in the chat to start an argument or be, as they say, a troll here on YouTube. I'm not going to do that. What I'm not going to do is not going to fall for anything. The storylines that I've heard in the last 3 or 4 or 5 days, I look at it and I say to myself, I wonder what the world thinks of us as Black people on here. But once again, my friends, like I said, that's entertainment. We call that entertainment. It's not entertaining coming to somebody's house and they call you a bag of bees, or they talk about somebody's sexuality like this one content creator we all know, but yet we've been over there, we watching them. I don't know, including myself. But like I said, what I'm not going to do is you can't tell me where to go, what panels to sit on, what panels not to sit on. If you see me up there, you hate me, or you either hate me or you like me. I'm not going to even use the word love, because we got people that want to throw it around, and they're lonesome. Let's face it. There are some people out there, if you tell them that they love them, that you love them, they take it in an entirely different way. Been around all that. Well, hello, VA Sagittarius. Glad to see you over here. And thank you for dropping down, my dear. I seen you today, and you kind of know what I'm talking about. But what I'm not going to do anymore is let anybody dictate to me where I should go and what I should do, and who I should say hello to, who I shouldn't say hello to. And that's a promise that I'm going to keep in my heart as a man and as a person that's been around the world and seen the atrocities and the things that are done to us as Black people. Not all things done to us, like I said, have been done by white people, because there are some white people that have lost their lives during the civil rights struggle, the civil rights era. But do we talk about them? No, we don't talk about them, because we have people to think that, hey, he for the white man off. No, it's not that. It's that those people died along with Black people. Wonder what their families thought about it or thinking about it. There are white people that hid Black folks during the Underground Railroad times. They had the homes and the means to protect those Black slaves that were trying to get away from the atrocities that their fellow white man was doing to us. So we should walk hand in hand, but we don't. We don't. Men against women. That's one of the stupidest ass things I ever seen in my life. It takes a man and a woman to create life, okay? A male and a female that are willing to appropriate and bring upon a child into this world. Now, I agree with a lot of people out there. There are some people that shouldn't even be parents. They never should have brought a child to this world. But look at the Creator. Are you going to say that God makes mistakes? Or is it for a purpose that he does those things? Then too, we could look at the devil. The devil is of this world. So does he have minions to create havoc and bring about things that we don't like? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good evening, Room Shaker. Baby, I love you. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about it. I listened to you this morning and I love you. Thank you. That's another person. And people hear me talking to these women like this, but hell, that's all it be. That's all that's on here. Really, the women, they voice their opinions. Dr. Creole Butterfly, thank you. Lady Nika, thank you. Like I said, there's mostly women on here that get on here and state their opinions and things that they like and don't like. I listen to some of the guys too. I listen to I seen HV. I was waiting for you to start your manly programming. If you will listen, I waited for you to start that man's program. And even though I'm an older man, but I can see some of the frustrations that you go through as a younger guy, and even if you have something wrong with you. Very Carey, thank you, darling. I just got, like I said, I'm not looking at my chat real good, and I admit that now. I'm not going to be like, Lemon, I'm calling you out to start reading your chat more often, Lemon. It doesn't do any good to sit up there and say something and then you miss a whole meaningful thing. Nappy Child, thank you. Thank you so very much. Yeah, the girl's still here saying hello to everyone. What I'm not going to do anymore is worry about things that I know that are a pure, straight out, adulterated lie. You know, they all get on here and we all get on here and tell those fabrication lies and things and to try to make our platform jump. It's not necessary. Dovey, wherever you're at, sweetheart, you know how we started out, and I hope we still end up good in life. But Dovey, sometimes your storylines get me to wondering, hey, I'll be one to come and tap you on your shoulder. But no, because people enjoy you. So why should I stop that? Just Krista. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to do. But to me, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to do that. I wish you would go back to being more happy in life and having fun, you know, and I wish all of us would do that. There was a time on here when we did have fun. Really, a lot of people have said that. But what's happened to it? Are we turning into robots? Are we going to become AI people? Are we going to lose all touch with reality and do things to people that we know aren't true, or say lies or stories that aren't true to make us feel fabulous? I don't know. That money from YouTube that you guys holler about getting, yeah, it might pay your bills. It might help you to get more equipment and all that stuff. But are you selling your soul for the integrity of that little money? You hear people say, well, I'm not monetized, so this and that. Well, if you're not monetized, why worry about it? If that channel of yours is not monetized, why even try to monetize it? For the money? Hell, even at my age, I can get out and get a job. You see what I'm saying? So, but I choose not to because, number one, I've enjoyed my life. When I retired, I got sick when I had to retire. So after I gotten over my illness, I said, you know what? I'm not working anymore. I'm going to take what God has given me and try to do things that I want to do before I'm able to leave this earth. I listened to Lady Nika this afternoon. Lady Nika, I wish and hope and pray that you go to a beach before September. Really, I do. Get out there. And I know lupus, and we talked about it. Everybody's talked about it. Lupus has hurt. It does hurt you. It does debilitate you. But on those days when you really feel like getting out, having some fun and doing something good for yourself, not for people here on YouTube, you do it for yourself. You go out, go to a park. And I know there's beaches around there. Hell, we got a beach here. It's a way away, but I can get away there. Just have somebody take you and go to that beach. It doesn't have to be a beach in Florida or California or anywhere like that. There's beaches around your area. Go to that, long as you're satisfied. Because life is short, people, believe it or not. I don't care, like my age is 76, and I don't care at age 106. Life is still short. And when we do the things that we regret, that we wish we hadn't done, think about the things that you wish you have done to make your day and your life better. Call a friend up and ask them how they're feeling. Let them know that, hey, I kind of missed you and I just want to talk. No, we're not talking about YouTube. I want to know how you're feeling and how you're doing. I just don't want to get up here and my life is consumed with YouTube. And that's another thing. What I'm not going to do, I have a few people that have my phone number, and I'm not going to give it out to everybody. Hold on. Hey, man, I'm on. Hold up. I got a neighbor. Hold up, y'all. My neighbor's here. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, people. I'm back. You know what? Like I said, life is lifing. I got my neighbors out here. They want to tell me some good news, and because they're leaving my neighborhood, I will be back in a couple of hours, maybe. Well, right now, let the big shots have it. Okay. And what'd you say there? Yeah. Yes, they were. So, like I said, I do have a life. I have neighbors. I have people outside of YouTube. I'm going to end this. I'm going to talk to them because they're telling me, informing me they're going to leave. And gosh, I'm going to miss this guy and his wife. So talk to you guys later. You guys have fun and be nice out there. Bye-bye.